Hello and welcome everyone to the first episode review for this season. It's less than a week now until the beginning of the Ultimate League Season 19, Challenger League Season 17 and Journeyman League Season 17A. What can we expect about it? Well, that's what we're going to answer today with the latest information about all the leagues. But before specifying anything, let's make a global revision of the circumstances that the drivers will have to deal during this season. So, let's go for it. We're still racing with the Formula eSports 3 car, nothing has changed about it, although we are near for the next generation of it to the Formula eSports 4, as this model is arriving to its year of life. Nevertheless, due to popular opinion and current track submission, there has been some changes on the regulations for the race. That means that slipstream has been significantly reduced and in general nerfed. The previous measures had a length of 1 and a range of 0.8, but for this season and onwards until new announcement, will remain both in 0.6. Although the measure is not welcomed by all the drivers, the vote has been approved by the EURA by minimum decision, 3 in favor and 2 against. But apart from the personal opinions, this will bring more skilled league rather than a lucky one. That means that drivers will need to practice harder and try to qualify higher, as the slipstream power won't be the same. It will be less than before, meaning that slip racing will change a lot on the oncoming schedule. But what about it? What about the schedule? Do we know the tracks already? Well, just 3 of them. Base Austria has been the selected one to open this season and will be followed by the returning track Fosterliga at Hungary, and after 3 possible contenders for Monaco, the Guzman format has been the one selected. But about the other 7 rounds, we don't have any official information yet, although the track submissions were really interesting. But now, let's talk about the league. And how not? We must start with UL. And for the Ultimate League Season 20, we'll be heading to a potential last peak season. There are some allegations about a possible complete retirement of the known 3 Holy Trinity composed by Figueira, Cha, GT, and Hernandi. And actually, in fact, it has already ended, as Figueira announced his retirement a few weeks ago, leaving only GT and Hernandi as potential title contenders, being realistic. But with now an almost secure podium spot gone, that may let other drivers improve and start scoring some more points than before. Who may get benefit? Maybe LSA driver Phantomy or former CL champion Johnny Fu? Even the retiring driver Flix, who's returning, might get a shot. Nevertheless, we have many rookies in this season, and the contract window hasn't closed yet, but the EURA has been forced to make an exception to the JL ban rule that said that if someone got a UL main seat, that meant an instant ban from jail. But this rule exception has been made due to a big crisis on attendance during the contract period. But so far, we have this grid. For LSA, who will seek to win another Constructors title, has renewed the Hungarian reigning champion Hernandi, who will seek his 3rd driver's title, and the Frenchman Phantomy will be on his side. The runner-up SCP has kept with the JT and Johnny Fu combo, now with Johnny as CL champion, that this combo will try to finally catch the remaining team after many seasons at their shadow. We won't have no longer Neon Sunset, but we will have one time its successor, now with Figo and Flix as team owner, and former CL champion Guzman as team principal. And on the lines, The Latvian team owner Flix will be the main driver alongside the returning Polish Ozzy, also known as Swissy. Going down to 4th place from previous season in the Constructors' Championship, Flowforce has kept the Aussie driver Corbett, and they've signed the Romanian rookie F1 fan who, after an impressive debut season in CL, JL, and AL, might cause the same impression in the big series. But we kept getting down to the 5th place with RMC, who has retained Jeruni and revived the Colombian driver Kader, who's back on the leagues. This combo might work really good and could get a really good bunch of points in this season. Heading up to the Polish team Rykar Auto, promoted last season from Seal, his owner Marima will be his main driver alongside the Spanish driver Bituco, who's moving now from Mayhem. Talking about them, Mayhem has signed 2 rookies. Both of them JL drivers after big crisis with contracts, as said before. The selected ones had been Bene and Skibidi, both of them causing really good impressions in the low leagues. And about Lynx, not that different from Mayhem, has been forced to sign rookies as Albono and Alex Drodzov. And finally, Fox and Goose has signed the French Glow and the South African Yoa. And be aware with this combo, because these can be such a strong one, and for sure they will recover from the disaster from last season. But in general, this can be such a bizarre season, as we have plenty of rookies and JL drivers on the middle grid, so the battle for the top 10, or even top 15, might get interesting, as these drivers will seek to improve as competitors in the lower leagues and hopefully becoming better. But what about the second division? What about Challenger League? After season 16, the champion Jonifu and drivers Yoa and Mambergod had been banned from the league. That might lead Kiato, aka myself, Bituco, F1 Fan, or any other runner-up to get more podiums and even wins. Also, we have a team disband. Season 13 champion Cento Corsa has been banned after failing in finding drivers for previous season and constant offline activity from its team owner Emmabox. And after a thrilling season, VLP managed to take their first title, but let's see if the new combo will work as good as the previous one. The combo in question for the current champions will be composed by Bituka, who has renewed, and F1 Fan, who's moving from Mazar. Both of them currently in UL teams, so these might be one of the strongest ones this season. And the runners-up and youngest team in the league, Spanish Riders, has renewed team owner Kiato and signed the French UL driver Glow after Dog Gamer's retirement. HRT Push Pro has decided so far to sign the Polish driver Ozzy, but no more news about the French team. Now Mazar has signed Albono and Go14, both to make CL debut, while Bobcat has surprisingly renewed team owner Urist and signed Alexei Drostov. Moving up to Heritage Performance, the selected ones had been the Irish Corner and the Czech Krado. Just a small change on the line, as Sudush is now reserve, and Krado was the reserve from previous season, so just a small swap. And last but not least, Vulpa Eoka, after being the last the previous season, will try to recover from the downfall with Meal and Bana. Definitely a combo that can be really strong. But what we can expect about this season is the fight from UL to JL drivers, as there are a few of them who might get into the top 10 constantly due to the reduction of teams. Also, we can expect a change of pace and maybe a big title battle due to the change of regulations. Who will be champion? Well, that will be decided after the season, but there are many favorites. And to close this first episode review, time for the second lowest league, third division, Journeyman League. Teams remain as they are, no change in regulations, but change in pace, as the slipstream has been reduced. We have a lot of level this season, as we will have UL drivers in this Season 17A. The question is, will Solaris win their 6th Constructors title? Will Legion Stride keep that pace that they had from his debut? Or will KMP finally be able to maintain the podium spots? After an amazing season from Spanish driver Krusnet, that he will be retiring, the other banned drivers had been F1 Fan and Glow, both of them now racing in UL. This might let Rafita or Bena or any other driver near those guys as a potential title contendant that hopefully it develops properly. Contract window opened the 29th of this month, and by when this episode is released, we might have some drivers confirmed. So, you better stay tuned and keep an eye to the JL Teams chat, and in fact, to all teams chat, as we might have some surprises. Dear listeners, this was it for today. Thanks for arriving until here. Leave a like if you're watching it from YouTube, subscribe and comment your thoughts. If you're in Spotify, don't forget to follow and give us a 5-star rating. Remember that in our official Discord channel, link below, you will have an open form to leave us your requests and opinion about the podcast. Don't be shy, I will be glad reading it. If you didn't notice, UL champion Hernandi will come to the program, and the episode will be released on April the 14th. We're still working on a specific date, but until then, stay tuned fellas. See you soon.